Hey there, and welcome to English Bridge. I'm Tom, and today we have something special for you. We're going to learn and practice English with a story, a short and simple version of Treasure Island. You will listen to the story slowly with clear and easy words so you can understand everything. After the story, we'll study some important vocabulary together. I'll explain each word, give examples, and you can repeat after me to practice pronunciation. Finally, we'll do some shadowing. That means repeating the words with me to sound more natural in English. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Treasure Island, told just for English learners. A long time ago, in a small village by the sea, there was a quiet little inn called the Admiral Benbow. A young boy named Jim Hawkins lived there with his mother and father. Life at the inn was calm and simple. They worked hard every day, cooking food and cleaning rooms. Sometimes a few travelers came to stay, but nothing exciting ever happened. One cold morning, everything changed. An old sailor came to the inn. He was tall and strong, but he looked rough and tired. He had a long scar on his face, and he didn't smile much. Every day he drank rum and sang old pirate songs. The songs scared the other guests, but Jim found him interesting. The man's name was Billy Bones. He told Jim to watch for a sailor with one leg. He said, "If you ever see him, boy, you must tell me at once." Billy gave Jim a silver coin every month to keep an eye out. Jim didn't understand why Billy was afraid, but he knew the sailor was hiding from someone dangerous. Weeks passed. Then one day, a blind man came to the inn. His name was Pew, and he was even scarier than Billy. He gave Billy a small piece of paper called the black spot, a pirate sign of death. Billy turned pale with fear. He shook, fell to the ground, and died. His heart had simply given out. After Billy's death, Jim and his mother opened Billy's small chest to find the money he owed them. Inside, they found gold coins from many countries, and one more thing, a map. It was a treasure map. It showed the island where the famous pirate Captain Flint had hidden his gold long ago. Jim took the map to Dr. Livesey, a kind and clever doctor, and to Squire Trelawney, a rich landowner. Together, they decided to look for the treasure. They planned a great sea voyage. The squire bought a strong and beautiful ship called the Hispaniola. They also hired a captain named Captain Smollett. He was strict but fair and very good at his job. Jim was allowed to join the crew as a cabin boy. He was proud and very excited. One of the men working on the ship was Long John Silver. He was hired as the cook. He had only one leg and walked with a wooden crutch, but he moved quickly and always smiled. He was friendly, funny, and told many sea stories. He also had a green parrot on his shoulder that shouted, "Pieces of eight! Pieces of eight!" Everyone liked Silver at first. He made jokes, helped the crew, and seemed kind. But soon Jim discovered a terrible secret. One day, while hiding inside a barrel, Jim heard Silver talking to some of the other sailors. He realized that Silver and many of the crew were actually pirates. They planned to wait until the treasure was found, then take over the ship and keep the gold for themselves. Jim felt very scared, but he stayed quiet and listened. Later, he told Captain Smollett and then the honest men. Now they knew the truth. Many of the crew were dangerous, and they had to be careful. After many days at sea, the ship finally reached Treasure Island. The island was green, wild, and silent. There were trees, rocks, hills, and secret caves. It looked calm, but everyone knew danger could be hiding anywhere. Some of the men went to the island right away. Jim went with them, but soon he walked off alone into the forest. There he met a strange man named Ben Gunn. Ben had been a pirate, but his friends had left him alone on the island 3 years before. He had lived there eating berries and goats. He was a little strange, but kind and friendly. He told Jim a big secret. He had already found Captain Flint's treasure and hidden it in a safe place. He said he would help Jim and the others, but only if they promised to take him home after the adventure. While this was happening, things got worse. Long John Silver and his pirates took control of the ship. They wanted the treasure map, but Captain Smollett, Dr. Livesey, Squire Trelawney, and the loyal men moved into an old wooden house on the island to stay safe. Soon a big fight began between the two groups. The pirates attacked with guns and swords, but the loyal men were brave and smart. They defended the house and refused to give up the treasure map. Jim did something very brave. He found a small round boat and quietly went back to the Hispaniola. There he fought a dangerous pirate and won. He took control of the ship and moved it to a safe place far from the pirates. Later, Jim returned to his friends and told them what he had done. Together, they continued to fight against the pirates. Long John Silver tried to act friendly again. He said he wanted peace, but Jim and the others didn't trust him anymore. At last, the pirates used the treasure map to dig at the place marked with an X, but they found nothing. The treasure was gone. They had been tricked. They didn't know that Ben Gunn had already hidden the gold in a cave. Some pirates gave up and ran away into the forest. Others were too weak to fight. In the end, the loyal men won. They were tired but safe. They followed Ben Gunn to the cave and finally saw the real treasure. Gold, silver, jewels, and coins from many countries. There was so much that they had to carry it to the ship in many trips. They sailed away from the island. Some pirates stayed behind. Long John Silver escaped one night, taking a small bag of gold with him. He was never seen again. Jim and his friends returned home safely and were now rich. But Jim felt different. He had gone on a great adventure and learned about bravery, friendship, and trust. He was no longer just a young boy, he had grown up. Now it's time to learn some useful vocabulary from today's story. These words and phrases will help you understand English stories better and make your speaking sound more natural too. I'll say each word, explain it in a simple way, give you an example, and then you can repeat after me. Ready? Great. Let's begin. 1. By the sea. By the sea means near the ocean or next to the coast. Example, they built a small house by the sea. Now repeat after me. They lived by the sea. The inn was by the sea. 2 inn. An inn is a small hotel. It's often quiet, old, and cozy. Example, we stayed at a little inn during our road trip. Now repeat after me. Let's rest at an inn. The Admiral Benbow was a small inn. Rough. When someone looks rough, it means they look wild or not clean, maybe messy or scary. Example, the sailor looked rough with messy hair and old clothes. Now repeat after me. He looked rough and tired. That man has a rough voice. Scar. A scar is a mark on your skin after a cut or injury heals. Example, she has a small scar on her knee from when she fell. Now repeat after me. He has a scar on his face. Billy Bones had a scar across his cheek. Nervous. Nervous means you feel worried or afraid that something bad might happen. Example, I feel nervous before speaking in public. Now repeat after me. Jim looked nervous. She felt nervous before the test. Keep an eye out. This means to watch carefully or to look for something or someone. Example, keep an eye out for your phone. You lose it a lot. Now repeat after me. Keep an eye out for trouble. Billy told Jim to keep an eye out for the sailor. Pale. If someone looks pale, their skin looks white, often because they are sick or scared. Example, she went pale when she heard the bad news. Now repeat after me. He looked pale. Billy turned pale with fear. Collapse. To collapse means to fall down suddenly, often because you are sick, tired, or shocked. Example, he collapsed on the floor after running too fast. Now repeat after me. Billy collapsed from fear. The man collapsed on the ground. His heart gave out. This phrase means his heart stopped beating, often from fear, pain, or age. Example, he was so scared his heart simply gave out. Now repeat after me. His heart gave out. Billy's heart gave out from shock. Adventure. An adventure is an exciting or sometimes dangerous journey. Example, climbing the mountain was a big adventure. Now repeat after me. That was a great adventure. Jim went on a dangerous adventure. Voyage. A voyage is a long trip by ship. Example, their voyage across the sea took many weeks. Now repeat after me. We went on a long voyage. The Hispaniola started its voyage to Treasure Island. Strict. If someone is strict, they follow rules exactly and expect others to do the same. Example, our teacher is strict but fair. Now repeat after me. The captain was strict but kind. My boss is very strict about time. Take over the ship. This means to control the ship, usually by force like pirates do. Example, the pirates wanted to take over the ship. Now repeat after me. Silver tried to take over the ship. The captain stopped the pirates from taking over. Right away. Right away means immediately without waiting. Example, come here right away. Now repeat after me. Do it right away. Jim ran away right away. Walked off. To walk off means to leave a place, often quietly or without saying anything. Example, he didn't answer, he just walked off. Now repeat after me. Jim walked off into the forest. She walked off without saying goodbye. Now let's do a short shadowing practice. Repeat the sentences just after me. Try to speak with the same rhythm and feeling. Jim lived by the sea. The sailor looked rough and scary. Billy gave Jim a silver coin. The pirates wanted to take over the ship. Jim went on a great adventure. Excellent! You're doing amazing. Every time you listen and repeat, your English becomes stronger and more natural. And that's it for today's lesson. You've listened to the story of Treasure Island, learned new words, and practiced speaking with shadowing. Remember, learning English takes time, but every step you take brings you closer to fluency. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep enjoying the journey. I'm Tom, and this is English Bridge, helping you learn English through stories step by step. See you in the next episode.